Hey, welcome to Nostalgia Breaks, the very first episode where I go back to the 70s, we go back to the 80s, we go back to the 90s, and relive some nostalgia trading card products. Now, this series is going to mainly focus on non-sports cards. We're talking like E.T. and Home Alone and Dick Tracy and Alf and all the great 80s non-sports cards that you can think about. But I'm also going to rip open some packs that, for me, hold some nostalgia. Like 1988 Topps Football. That's the pack that you see we're going to open for the debut episode. Why did I choose 1988 Topps Football for the first episode of Nostalgia Breaks? Well, that's simple. It was my very first pack that I opened as a kid. I was 6 years old in 1988, and I remember going to the grocery store. It was the local IGA in a small town, Anawan, Illinois, and my mom bought me a pack of 1988 Topps Football cards. I really don't remember what was in that pack. There are some cards that I can kind of remember, like Rousson Jones from the Denver Broncos. I remember that card. But a lot of the cards I really don't remember. And of course, in the past 35 years, I've seen 1988 Topps Football a lot. But being a baseball guy myself, there's a lot of cards that bring back nostalgia and bring back those, childhood memories of opening that first pack of cards. So let's take a look. 88 Topps Football. You've got the special 1,000-yard club glossy cards inside. Those are for the running backs and the wide receivers that reached 1,000 yards during the 1987 season. It comes with 15 cards. I like how they say picture cards. That's just a name for a base football card. One glossy card, that's the 1,000-yard club glossy card, and even a stick of gum. Yes, the gum is still in here. I can feel it. It's been broken in half. No, I'm not going to chew the gum. So in packs today, you see odds on the back of the packs. Well, in 1988, you didn't have that because, you got football cards in these packs, and that was it. You got your one glossy card. You got the football cards. That was it. There were no hits. There were no autographs, parallels, variations, etc. But they had some advertisements. 18 official Topps sports card collector sheets. You could send your $3.60 plus $1 something, $1.10 for postage and handling. Looks like $1.10. Wow. For $4.70 to Topps sports card collector sheet, Westbury, New York. Allow up to 8 weeks for shipment. Remember those? Kids these days probably don't realize when you had to mail in these offers, it took 6 to 8 weeks to receive your packages. So let's go ahead. Let's stop rambling. Let's open up this pack of cards. So we're going to, I always want to go on the top first. That's like the first card. So we're going to go top first. We're going to ignore, and we've got a sweet gum stain. We've got a sweet gum stain on the back of Lee Rousson of the New York Giants. He's a running back. Let's take a look at the gum. We're burying the lead. The gum, hey, despite being broken in half, it looks like it's been preserved somewhat, and it's still dry. I'm sure it tastes like garbage after 35 years. We're not going to test it out. So Lee Rousson, he's the top card, and he gets that magnificent gum stain on the back. I personally love gum stains. I love the gum stains on the back of cards. It's kind of put the cards so you can somewhat see them in view. What I hate is the collation. It's backwards. So now we've got Rich Camarillo, a punter for the New England Patriots. I love the throwback helmets for the Patriots back in the 80s. We've got the Houston Oilers, Ray Childress, defensive end for the Oilers. Just very nostalgic. Charles Haley. I was a big San Francisco 49ers fan. I was more just of a player fan, Joe Montana, but I did root for the 49ers. They were kind of my secondary team behind the Bears, which are on the background of this Seahawks team card. Kurt Warner follows his blockers. Kurt Warner, a running back for the Seahawks. You got Mongo McMichael right there, number 76 for the Bears. Seahawks team card. You've got Leroy Irvin. He was in the secondary for the Los Angeles Rams. And look at that. We've got a corner ding on old Leroy. Corner ding on Leroy Irvin. Here we've got the glossy card stuck to Kellen Winslow. I'm pretty sure Kellen Winslow might have been in the first pack I ever opened. For some reason, I when I see cards pop up from this set, it's like, hey, I remember that card. I think it was in my first pack. And I think Kellen Winslow may have been in my first pack of 1988 Topps football cards. And then we've got the glossy Ernest Gibbons, 1,000 yards. He was a wide receiver, Houston Oilers. We're chasing rookies. I was hoping this was going to be another Kansas City Chiefs in the offense, a Christian Okoye rookie, but it's not. It's Carlos Carson, wide receiver. We've got a quarterback at one time. I collected quarterbacks, and I loved the backups and the third string guys because they didn't have too many cards. Jack Trudeau, kind of one of those guys. Anthony Toney, Philadelphia Eagles running back. This card looks familiar as well. This may have been in one of my first packs. I remember having an Eagles card in that first pack of cards. If I look through the set, I could probably tell you. Roger Craig, he was from near my hometown. He was from, I believe, Bettendorf, Iowa, or maybe Davenport, Iowa. He was on the Iowa side of the Quad Cities. I always remember his casino commercials for the gambling casinos on the Mississippi River. Roger Craig, 49ers. Chris Barr, we've got a kicker from the Los Angeles Raiders back in the 80s. They had moved from Oakland before moving back to Oakland. Vance Johnson, wide receiver, kick returner, Denver Broncos. We've got Larry Kinnebrew, a running back for the Bengals. He must have been Ickey Woods' backup. Ickey has a rookie card in this. And the final card, kind of a weak pack. Chris Burkett, a wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills. Kind of a weak pack. Chris Burkett, Larry Kinnebrew, Vance Johnson, Chris Barr. I think our best card, we've got Roger Craig, he was a star, Anthony Toney, Jack Trudeau, Carlos Carson, our 1,000-yard receiver, Ernest Gibbons. We've got Kellen Winslow, probably the best card in the pack, Leroy Irvin, Kurt Warner on the Seahawks card, Charles Haley, Ray Childress, Rich Camarillo, and Lee Rousson. Hey, thanks so much for watching Nostalgia Breaks debut episode 1988 Topps Football.